What's happening, everybody? Ross here. Another NASCAR weekend review. Bristol. The Xfinity Series had off. The Truck Series and Cup Series were in Bristol this weekend for some short track racing, back on the concrete for the first time in the spring since 2020. The truck race, pretty competitive. I didn't watch all of it, but I tuned in. Christian Eckes got the win. He held off Kyle Busch at the end. So Christian Eckes locks himself into the Truck Series playoffs. Zane Smith in the 91 ends up in third. Matt Crafton in fourth. Tyler Ankrum in fifth. Corey Heim in sixth. Taylor Gray in seventh. Raja Caruth in eighth. He's having a great start to the season. Grant Enfinger in ninth. And Lane Riggs in 10th. Chase Purdy and Ty Majeski did not finish the race, but okay. And now we go into the main event, the Cup race today. The Food City 500. Oh, boy, was it hectic. Oh, my goodness. The Islanders played today as well, and they lost 6-2. They lost 5-2 to the Rangers, so we're not going to talk about that until later on. But it was a pretty chaotic race. Number one thing was talked about the entire day, tire wear. So many people were blowing tires, very loose after 40, 50 laps. It was pretty wild out there. I believe only 5 cars finished on the lead lap. I might be mistaken. It might be 7. It might be 4. I don't know. But it is Denny. One thing I do know is that Toyota was the show. There were different Toyota drivers out there, but Toyota won and they dominated. 54 lead changes, the most in any short track race in NASCAR history. That's wild. Denny Hamlin gets the win, holding off his teammate Martin Truex Jr. at the end of the race. It's a good run for them, and they were able to conserve their tire wear. I don't know how you conserve tire wear, but the two of them did. Brad Keselowski ends up in third. Alex Bowman ends up fourth. Kyle Larson in fifth. John Hunter Nemechek in sixth. Great run for him. Chris Buescher in seventh. He was in my lineup. Chase Elliott in eighth. He has good. Ty Gibbs, who dominated, who was the by far best car of the day, ends up ninth because, he pitted a little earlier than the other guys, and I guess never recovered from it. Christopher Bell, who was also up there, ends up 10th. Other notables, Josh Berry, who was up towards the front for most of this race, ends up 12th. Kyle Busch, who was up towards the front at some point, blew a tire and spun out 2 different times. Richard Childress, RCR's got to get a new pit crew ASAP. Daniel Hemrick also was in trouble with 2 2311 cars. Bubba Wallace and Tyler Reddick had issues. Noah Gragson did as well. William Byron's, he had an issue. He caused the first caution and never came back from it. Zane Smith was involved in the second caution and never came back from it. So, yeah. I give Bristol an 8 out of 10. I give Bristol a 9 out of 10. Easy. It's just of how chaotic it was and how unpredictable the strategy was. Tune in next weekend where all 3 NASCAR series heads to the first road course of the season, the Formula One racetrack, Circuit of the Americas in Austin, Texas. Unfortunately, I'm most likely going to be missing the Truck and Xfinity races because of plans. I'm definitely going to be missing the Cup race because I'm heading to the Islanders, to UBS Arena to see my New York Islanders take on the New Jersey Devils, which by the time the race starts, I will already be on my way to the arena, or I might be already there. So, but don't worry, I'll definitely have a video for NASCAR up, and yeah, I got my NASCAR shirt. And yeah, this is a short one, but this is Ross Belkin signing off after a chaotic weekend at Bristol Motor Speedway. See you next time.